What is really good? We are back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. Today we're hitting up the Ubers tier. Joey passed me this team and asked me to not share the sets and EV spreads with anybody, so really sorry about that, guys. Today I'm not going to be able to give you this team. Hopefully you guys do pick up on enough to remake the team if you want, but as far as giving you the exact moves and EV spreads, I'm not allowed to do that because he was nice enough to give me the team in the first place. But it shouldn't be a big deal because nobody plays Ubers anyways. Anyways, let's go ahead and hop into the battle. This is a long one here, people. We are in the Verdant Cavern out here with this Groudon, which means that this Groudon is about to burn this entire place because it is not just the Groudon. No. It is a Primal Groudon. We all know what happens when Primal Groudon comes out. The weather changes. It becomes harsh sunlight. You can literally see flames in the air because of how hot it is. This boy's out here burning air molecules, man. It's insane. But yeah, he has a Salamence, and Salamence in Ubers can only mean one thing. It can only mean Mega Salamence. He did lower my attack, which kind of sucks, but not really, because the main purpose of my Groudon here is just to set up rocks. I didn't think he would have Earthquake as well, just because it is a Mega Salamence, and Mega Salamence can literally survive with just flying type moves. And that double edge actually did quite a bit considering I have a lot of defense on this Groudon. But I am going to go ahead and set up my Stealth Rocks, and then I'm going to go for the Dragon Tail because I figured he might want to Dragon Dance or maybe even switch out, predicting me to go for a Rock move or something. But either way, the Dragon Tail is just going to force the Salamence out after he goes for the Dragon Dance, so that's actually amazing for me. Even if he did decide to go for the Double Edge again, I would have got off some damage and, force him to switch back into the rocks. Or so I thought, because I actually Dragon Tail him out to this Giratina here, and he actually turns out to have Defog. But just because I figured that this was a Giratina and I actually have a Specs Yveltal on my team, I'm going to go out to my Yveltal now just in case he wants to go for a Ghost type move. But he goes for the Defog. I didn't even know Giratina got Defog. Like, what the heck, man? Hopefully I'll get an opportunity to set up more Stealth Rocks later on in the battle, so I wasn't too worried about that. But here, seeing as how I had an Yveltal against a Giratina, and Dark Pulse will absolutely kill it in one hit. I'm going to go for the Oblivion Wing instead, knowing that I can actually hit every single Pokemon on his team for neutral damage at the very least with Oblivion Wing. And it actually does a decent amount to this incoming Yveltal. But seeing that amount of damage that it did, I can pretty much surmise that that thing is Assault Vested because Yveltal does have pretty high special defense. It's unfortunate that he knocks off my choice specs here because now I probably won't be able to kill with another Oblivion Wing. I really was hoping I did, but you guys are going to see he barely lives. What? This boy lives with literally 2 HP, man. Like, just die. And the worst part about it is that he's going to hit me with his own Oblivion Wing. And what Oblivion Wing does that makes it unique is that it restores HP, but when it restores HP, it restores 75% of the damage you dealt, which means he's going to get a huge chunk of HP back, which means that I definitely can't kill him with another Oblivion Wing. So I'm going to U-turn out because I'm pretty much screwed at this point. I'm going to go out to my Xerneas just to take whatever he wants to go for. I can scare him out just because I'm a Fairy type. I can literally scare him out. I'm going to take the Oblivion Wing, not too well, but decent enough, right? It didn't do that much damage. So I'm pretty, I'm fine here, I'm fine. I just gotta mind game him out because he's gaining all his HP back. Oblivion Wing on Assault Vest Yveltal is disgusting, okay? But what I'm gonna do is actually double switch right back to my Yveltal because I'm pretty sure he's gonna switch out as well. Because nobody in their right mind is just gonna stay in on a Xerneas with an Yveltal and let them set up all over him. You know what I'm saying? You better know what I'm saying. Anyways, he goes out to this Clefable, and I didn't notice it at first, but like, why would you go out to Clefable unless it could do something to the Xerneas? Like, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. But that's going to be relevant later. I'm going to U-turn out, go out to my Arceus here. I wasn't quite sure what he wanted to do. But after he hit me with the Moonblast and lowered my special attack, I really could not do anything to this Clefable because I am special attacking Arceus. So I was like, okay, he's probably going to use Toxic here. I am ground type if he does want to do anything. If he wants to Moonblast me again, I can switch into my Gengar. If he wants to poison me, I can switch into my Gengar. And he ended up poisoning me, which means that I was able to get in Gengar safely, which means that I'm going to Mega Evolve, and something is getting Sludge Bomb. Except not really, because I know he's gonna switch out. So what I'm gonna do instead is go for the Sludge Bomb anyways. Because I don't care. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, I was definitely gonna go for the Sludge Bomb either way. He does have that Ferrothorn, but it didn't really matter. I can burn the Ferrothorn and maybe Focus Blast it if he did decide to switch into it. But I'm gonna go straight for the Sludge Bomb, like I said. His Assault Vest Yveltal is gonna take it pretty nicely. I'm pretty paranoid about Yveltal because last time I was in this situation, I completely forgot that Yveltal got Sucker Punch. Luckily for me, this time I remembered. So I'm actually gonna switch out immediately because I don't want to risk my Gengar dying. And he actually ends up going for the knockoff. So he doesn't have Sucker Punch on his Assault Vest Yveltal. He does have the knockoff. Either way, my Gengar is still alive, and that's all I wanted. So what I'm going to do now is go for the Oblivion Wing, just trying to take out the Yveltal. But he switches to his Clefable. I'm still going to get a decent amount of HP back because 75% HP restoration off of a move as strong as Oblivion Wing is so broken. Like, damn! Anyways, I'm going to U-turn out of here because I just figured I should. I'm not quite sure what he was predicting here. I think he was... I'm not quite sure. I could have easily gone for another Oblivion Wing. I think he was predicting me to switch out just because he has the, you know, Moonblast. Or maybe he thought I would U-turn out. Maybe he was just trying to give me some Iron Barbs damage before I left. But here I'm going to go out to my Groudon. And the funny thing about this Groudon is that it doesn't have any fire moves. But you can see this molten magma circulating throughout my body. So I'm going to use that. I feel like the weather conditions should just be super effective against Ferrothorn. There's literally fire in the air, bro. Like, anyways, I'm gonna use the fact that I am a big intimidating Groudon to set up my Stealth Rocks again, even though I don't have any fire moves. That Ferrothorn is obviously gonna switch out because it's very, very common for Groudon to have Lava Plume or Fire Punch or Eruption or whatever. So what he's gonna do is go for the Double Edge. I'm gonna go for the Rock Tomb, which is a pretty unique move to have on a Groudon, and what that's going to allow me to do is actually outspeed this Salamence next turn, or if he does decide to switch, it'll allow me to outspeed any Pokemon he decides to go out to, and then I'll be able to actually outspeed them and then hit them again. So that's what happened just now. He allowed his Salamence to die because I hit him with the Rock Tomb, and then I hit him with another Rock Tomb because I was faster. Here he's going to go out to his Giratina. I thought I was going to get into another Defog Stealth Rock War, but he actually decides to skip all of that and just go straight for the Shadow Sneak. If he had gone for the Defog, I'm not quite sure who was faster, which was my main problem, because if I had ended up going first, I would have just tried to set up my Stealth Rocks even though they're already up, and he would have defogged them away, which means that he would have had the advantage and we would have been sitting here for hours as I just spammed Stealth Rock and he just spammed Defog. And then as soon as I, you know, went for an attacking move and didn't kill him and he got the Defog off, he would have just killed me with a Shadow Sneak. So I figured I should just, I don't know. I didn't know what to do in that situation. But either way, I go out to my Yveltal and I click U-turn expecting him to switch out because I was like, there's no way he's just going to let his Giratina die like this when the rocks are still up. Also, I don't know if you guys just saw that, his Clefable just took Stealth Rock damage. Now, I didn't realize this until later on, okay? I did not realize that his Clefable took Stealth Rock damage. That's significant because there's an ability called Magic Guard that allows you to not take damage from anything that's not a direct attack, okay? And that means if he doesn't have that ability, that he has Unaware, which means that I can't set up on him, and that's all very important. Anyways, I sped this part up a little bit because it's very stally. It's Ferrothorn with Protect and Leech Seed, so you can only imagine how stally it is. I don't have anything to deal with this Pokemon. I don't have any fire moves. I have a fighting move on my Gengar here. I also have Will-O-Wisp, so what I was trying to do is burn this Ferrothorn so that he can't kill me with anything, and then try to hit him with a Focus Blast or maybe a Hex, and just, you know, do as much damage as possible. So I had to speed this part up because he was using Protect and Leech Seed quite a bit. I hate this. Don't do this in my battle. I'm trying to upload these battles, man. I'm trying to make them as entertaining as possible, okay? Don't bring Toxapex, don't bring Ferrothorn, don't bring any of these stalling Pokemon, man. Anyways, I'm finally able to hit him with a Focus Blast, which is pretty good. And the Gyro Ball doesn't do much at all because I burnt him beforehand, so I was actually pretty proud that I decided to burn him first and foremost, because if I didn't, that Gyro Ball would have definitely blown me away. But now I'm going to go for the Hex, which is a cool looking move, by the way. I think he didn't go for Protector because he expected me to switch out and try to set up with something. So that's good because I was actually able to kill him with that Hex. Hex is very, very powerful if you burn the opponent first. So that's what I did. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch out to my Yveltal. I'm expecting the Defog here, but he actually ends up going for the Shadow Sneak, which pretty much baffled me because in my mind, there was no way I was going to stay in when I clearly see that he has Shadow Sneak, right? But in his mind, he has to get rid of my Gengar. And that actually makes sense because Gengar is actually one of the only Pokemon on my team that can deal with his Clefable, which is crazy because this is Ubers. Clefable is just broken in every tier, bro. But here I'm going to speed this part up again because this man just loves using Wish and Protect, man. Wish and Protect. You guys are going to see that Oblivion Wing just barely misses the KO. At this point, I have the battle in the bag, honestly. I just have to switch in my Gengar safely. So I'm expecting him to just kill me, honestly. I want him to kill me or you know, not go for an attacking move when I switch in my Gengar, but there's no way. I'm not going to switch in my Gengar on a clear attacking move because there's really no reason to do it. And there is a layer of Spike Slip from this Ferrothorn. But what I was saying before is that in my mind, I'm going to switch out because I need to save my Gengar for his Clefable. But in his mind, he needs to kill my Gengar as quickly as possible just because I can do so much damage to his team with it. But in that situation, I don't think he should have gone for the Shadow Sneak because him getting the rocks off the field might be more important. And even if it's not, there was no way I was going to stay in there. Like, absolutely none. There's no way I'm going to allow you to kill my Gengar like that. Maybe he thought that he needed the Spikes Up, which is why he went for the Shadow Sneak. Maybe he thought him having Spikes Up was more important than me, than him not having the rocks on his side of the field. So that could have been the case. But here you guys are going to see I actually switch out to my Xerneas because I didn't realize that he didn't have Magic Guard. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Because I didn't realize that he didn't have Magic Guard, I'm actually going to go ahead and set up my Z Geomancy. But this move is so broken, bro. It's so broken. Because it's Geomancy, but before the Geomancy, it boosts all of his stats first. So I have +1 attack, defense, special defense, and speed on top of the +2 special attack, the +2 special defense, and the +2 speed that Geomancy is going to give me on the following turn. It's insane. Who did this? Who thought this was okay? You cannot just give him a move that gives him +3 special attack, +3 special defense, +3 speed, +1 defense. The attack doesn't really matter. It's just crazy. It's too much. But like I said, I didn't realize that his Clefable didn't have Magic Guard, which means that his Clefable has Unaware, which means that all my stat boosts don't even matter at all. I could have just gone for the triple Moonblast when I switched in and actually probably killed him, but I didn't realize until it was too late that he had Unaware. So it doesn't really matter. Like I said, I just wanted something to die so I could bring in my Gengar for free and end up going for a Sludge Bomb and taking this thing out. It didn't actually matter what he ended up you know, killing unless it was my Gengar. But since he didn't kill my Gengar, I'm going to be able to go for a Sludge Bomb. He can't switch out either because of the Shadow tag, so that's good. Maybe he really should have gone for the Defog instead of the Shadow Sneak on that turn though, because his last Pokemon is Ho-Oh. I don't know what he would have been able to do at this point, but a Sludge Bomb is not going to kill his Ho-Oh from even where it's at now, even at half HP, because Ho-Oh has amazing special defense. So he would have only taken, you know, 40% from that Sludge Bomb, and then he also kills me with the Earthquake. I do have other Pokemon. I don't know what they were off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure he could have done something with his Ho-Oh at the very least, but he's just going to die to poison damage because I was lucky enough to get the poison at the end there. I don't know. What did I have left? Oh, you know what? At this point in the battle, I still had my Deoxys left, so I probably would have won either way. Maybe. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I really feel like he should have just gone for the Defox, knowing that he had a Ho-Oh. Like, there was no way I was going to stay in with Gengar. And not only that, my Gengar had Hex, which is only powerful if you burn the opponent beforehand. So he would have definitely been able to take a Hex either way. So, I don't know. Either way, it was a good battle in the end. Good games, bro. If you guys did enjoy the video, please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Gonna be trying to upload a little more frequently. I just need to get the battles in advance because I get a lot of battles that I could easily upload, but they're not good ones. So I refuse to upload a battle where I can't even justify an opponent's bad move, right? Like, I had a battle the other day which was decent, but I set up a Pokemon. Like I set up, I think I had the same Xerneas. I set up this Xerneas, and my opponent had a Solgaleo in the back the whole time that he didn't send out, which could have easily stopped my Xerneas. You know what I'm saying? I can't upload a battle like that. So, yeah, so I try to get the best battles for you guys. But either way, thank you guys for watching, like I said. Hopefully you guys support the video, and we'll be back whenever I have another battle. I'm out of here. Bye!